Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. I'm your host, comedian Tracy Carnazzo, and I'm joined by my co-host, Noelle Winters Herzog.
That's me.
Oh my God, we have a really special guest today.
Yes,
we
we
haven't
do.
had a guest yet. We had a guest host. We had Alan Finn on. But now we have a special guest.
Yes.
Guys, put your hands together.
Okay.
Give a warm welcome
Yes.
to Amanda Lauren.
Welcome.
Hi.
Amanda, tell us about your podcast.
I have two podcasts. One is called Things We're Too Lazy to Blog About. I co-host with Ali Levine, who was on Stripped on Bravo last year.
Nice.
Might be this year. I don't know. I can't remember.
Who knows?
But I was going to say, we've had on like a lot of Real Housewives.
Ooh.
So if anyone is into Real Housewives...
Me.
Listen to our. I would say like Jill Zarin was an amazing.
I
interview.
I love her.
I've interviewed her like 3 times, and then Giselle from Potomac was a really good
Okay.
interview. Oh, and Peggy, who is formerly of OC. It's not like any of our podcasts, but she literally talked for 35 minutes, and I got in one word.
Oh, wow.
Like
It was interviewing Michael.
it was insane.
It is like interviewing Michael.
What?
Michael
Oh.
from Teen Mom, Farrah's dad.
Yeah, I don't like that family. I can't. I know you did that episode.
Yeah.
I'm like, I should listen to him. I'm like, but then I'd have to listen to him.
I totally understand. I support you.
And
What-
my other podcast, is because I always forget to plug my.
Sure, yeah.
As I'm like, that just sounded terrible.
What's your podcast called?
Theater terrible. I'm trying to get listenership up. First episode was with Jill Kargman from Odd Mom Out, and it's about home design, things like that, but it's funny.
Awesome.
Theater terrible, both on iTunes.
So there's Things We're Too Lazy to Blog About, and what's your second one?
Pieta Terrible. Piedaterrible.
Amazing. And where could we find you on social media?
At It's Amanda Lauren on Instagram. It's verified because I'm a psycho bitch.
Because you're a celebrity, yes.
And then Twitter at Amanda Lauren, AmandaLauren. I like plugging at the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you got to plug. Otherwise, people turn it off.
Wait, should I plug my show dates? Because you plug your show dates.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to be at Flappers.
I love Flappers.
In Burbank, in LA, January 12th.
Amazing. Guys, go check her out
My date.
at Flappers.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about season 6. Now, this is depending on if you're watching on the app or on the TV, season 6, episode 6 or 5. It's called Not What I Thought.
Nope.
Yeah, seriously, not what I thought.
Seriously.
Jonathan and Fernanda continue their fight. Colt has a surprise for Larissa. Jay feels uncomfortable at Ashley's local market. Kehlani and Asuelo move to Utah. Lita questions coming to America. Olga has complications while in labor. Guys, we're going to start with Jonathan and Fernanda.
Jonathan Fernanda.
So we open the scene. Jonathan is screaming at her in the parking lot. Banana! Banana! He's yelling banana.
I think Fernanda
Yes,
is angrier because Jonathan's drunk.
I think so too. And she can't be
Yep.
drunk, and this
she
is
can't be
annoying.
drunk. That's what it seems like.
So-
He's annoying.
Do you remember what the girl looked like in the club?
The blonde girl.
The blonde girl. She looked like she was hired. She looked like a sexy decoy on Maury.
Yeah, she looks like, one of those people. It's like a trauma actor.
Yes.
Yes.
You mean
That-
a reenactor?
Yeah, she's a
Yeah.
reenactor.
Yeah.
That's all she is.
Wait, I once did a reenactment for Amanda Bynes and Brittany Murphy for the Reels channel.
Oh my God. Do
Oh.
we have clips of
It
this?
was
You could post
hilarious.
this in our,
That's
we have a group, guys,
amazing.
on Facebook,
Wait,
90 Day
I'm in
Fiance
it.
Trash Talk. You're in the group. Post this link,
I
please.
should post the link. It
Do
was like
it.
a few years ago, but I will
Please.
try to find the link to the. It was like Hollywood 911 or
Thank
one
you.
of those stupid reenactment shows.
I love that.
It's being a reenactor is hilarious.
That's what this woman was.
Oh, Reno 911?
No,
I remember
Hollywood
there was a show. Reno
Yeah, it's on
911.
Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Um,
If he's so drunk,
he's so drunk.
who's driving back to the hotel?
She is.
She
she
doesn't
doesn't
have a license.
Oh dear, I don't know. Maybe they
Maybe
were.
she has a license in her own country and it like transfers over, or they're
Oh.
just stupid.
They're not
and
allowed to drive, though.
They might be allowed to drive. I feel like they are because I feel
Canada,
like
you can drive here.
Larissa says they're not allowed to drive. She's like,
Larissa might not be allowed to drive, but maybe Mexico you're allowed to drive
I don't know.
because Mexico's like right over here. You could drive because
Mexico's just right here.
Yeah, no, you can drive from Mexico to.
Yeah, you could drive from Mexico to America. So
It's
wait, we
driving
could drive to
distance.
Mexico, and our license is valid. It's a North American license. I think she could drive.
All right, then.
He says that she's explosive.
I hate that he calls her a fiery
I hate
Latina.
it. I hate it.
It's like, no, she's just being a
She's mad.
19-year-old asshole. She's mad.
She's mad. Stop
Mad.
calling. Stop bringing her race into it.
Yeah, but you know how I feel about this. I say mad all the time. My husband treats me like I'm a bomb about to go off.
Yep.
I hate that. I don't like that he treats her like that.
Yeah, definitely. So we see them working out at the gym.
Yes.
Now, Amanda, you work out.
Yes.
Do you make sex noises?
All the time.
She would
Give
had
us
an
a-
orgasm there.
Give us a little preview of like what you sound like at the gym. Okay, now while you're making those noises, what machine are you on?
I'm on the treadmill.
Okay, I'm making those noises just in the locker room, laying down.
Right.
I don't like,
She gave up her life in Mexico, and she seems not to be scared of going back.
She's not scared.
No.
I like that about her. She's strong.
Yep. She's like, I don't care. I'll go back.
And she won't take a shit. Like, he tries to gaslight her a little bit.
Yep.
Like spin things on her. And she's like, nope, that's not what happened.
Yep.
not gonna
Nope.
happen.
Yep. I like it.
yeah, she's very
smart.
She's very smart.
Yeah.
I really like her. He said that he has not a great relationship with his mom, and he didn't talk to his family before he proposed.
And they found out on social media.
Yeah. So they're gonna go to Chicago and meet his family.
This
And
is gonna be bad.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's not going to be great.
It's not gonna be great. I don't really have anything else to say about them. I think that they're probably the most boring couple, even though they're the best couple. I think,
Agreed.
because there's not a controversy.
No, I'll tell you what it is. They both have the highest IQ.
which is boring to us.
Yes.
Right. We need like the drama.
Right. Like, I don't want to watch you have a healthy relationship with your husband.
No.
Right.
That's
'cause then
not
why
a
are you
show.
on the show. But they always have to have one normal couple.
Right.
you
And they're
know?
also, and she's like beautiful,
Right.
ridiculous. He's so hot. I
Oh
love
God,
it.
both of them together.
Yeah.
Stop.
So hot. Olga and Steven. So Olga has to have a C-section, which I think is
this
total
so depressing.
bull pippy.
I like don't feel good about them showing
No.
what they show.
I feel like I now never need to go to Russia. It's okay. I saw it on TLC.
I don't even
Agreed.
want to know that Russia exists.
yeah.
Like it seems like where she lives is a shithole.
That hospital is a hostel.
Okay.
It's hostel.
No, it does look like a
She is sleeping on flea market sheets.
Yes.
In like thrift store sheets in
Yeah.
the
They're
hospital.
probably not even clean.
They're not washed. It was a donation from someone.
Yeah, it's not good.
And
from
now,
someone's dog.
can you imagine? Like, we've all been in situations where we've been like anxious or nervous, right?
Yeah.
And you know, you have either your significant other or your best friend or whoever it is, or maybe a family member calm you down.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being in Russia, getting a C-section with like a dirty like steak knife, and Steven is telling you, "I could feel your whole body shaking."
He doesn't seem like really good in a crisis.
No.
But let me tell you, I know a lot of people like this. Like my husband, not good in a crisis.
Not great. No.
But
No, my
I had to
husband's
go get a
terrible,
blood
too.
transfusion, and I was so scared.
Yeah.
And he was there, and he kept me so calm. Thank God. But like I feel like I get where Olga's coming from, because like you're there by yourself, you're terrified.
Right.
Like what the hell is going on? Especially in a place like that, a scary place.
Oh my God. I'm so glad Steven has never been in any of my operations or near me.
But why are they allowed to film?
It doesn't
The
seem
C-section.
sanitary.
No,
They're
it's
allowed to
not.
film the C-section, but they weren't sure they were going to let him in the hospital.
I don't get it.
But they're like, wait, you can't come in. You're the father of the
Wait,
baby.
no, I googled it.
What happened?
It was apparently in Russia. Not all men like go in the delivery room. It's like a thing.
Okay, you don't have to, but what if you want to?
Right,
Yeah.
like he wasn't like allowed to. Or
Right.
something.
And also, so we're not sure about the husband, but we're definitely positive about 7 cameramen.
Yeah,
Right.
True.
And equipment,
Equipment.
is it sterilized? It's not? Bring it in.
I think they.
And why
probably
is
split the
she
doctor
okay
at
with
20.
it?
It's too much.
I don't want you to see my insides.
No. So
No,
now
there was like a lot.
It was
of
a
blood.
lot. No,
There
it
was
was
a lot of
listen,
insides.
It was a lot, and I like want to get like pregnant next year, and I didn't feel good like at all. About
I didn't feel
watching
great
that.
about it.
No,
Steven is crying when the baby's born, and the baby's name is
Richie,
not Richard.
no,
Richie.
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 Yeah, I mean
It's like that's like naming a baby Bob.
that's like naming a kid Eddie,
Yeah.
right?
It's very strange. Born at 11:55 a.m. So remember, she went into labor at 3 a.m. She's not in labor that long.
No, and
that
she was all right.
She was cool.
Yeah.
She's a strong girl.
Yep.
So now, funny thing happens. The baby's born. The doctor goes 4.1 kilos. And
Oh,
he
that
says,
was amazing.
Here's a quote.
This is the best.
He goes 4 kilometers. How many pounds? And he's like, and she's like, I wish you would have died in childbirth, Stephen. You just said kilometers. That is a big baby. Let me tell you, 4 kilometers. Whoa. So she's
It's funny because I was watching it. I was like, something's not right here with what he's saying.
a few days in the hospital. she's in there for a few days, and he's only allowed to visit her 1 hour a day. And to be honest with you, it's probably a rule that she made up.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were probably like,
paid a nurse, like, come in and
Yeah.
kick him out in an hour.
right. Like, what are they saying in Russian? Oh, they're saying that you can only stay here for 1 more minute.
Right.
Bye.
He is not gentle with her, the way he just grabs her.
He is not gentle at all. She wants him to wash his hands. He washes his hands, then he touches his shoes, and then he touches the baby.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah. And then he's like hugging her hard. She's like, Steven, operation.
Right. I have Stitch.
Oh my God.
She's like burping the baby.
Oh
And
my
he's
God.
yelling at her.
And what does she say when she burps the baby?
He has to throw up.
She's like, the baby has to throw up. And he goes, he'll throw up on me. And I'm like, I hate this entire conversation.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch the show anymore.
I hate this couple.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel bad.
I feel like he's gonna steal the baby.
He wants to steal the baby.
Yeah.
Just a little
So
bit weird.
he said that the baby's eating, right? And he's like, come on, let's get out of the hospital. She's like, hey, the baby's eating.
Right.
And he's like, well, the baby will eat like another time. And then they're leaving and he's like, hey, Olga, the baby's hungry.
But then I didn't like that he was calling her an asshole. He's like, I will not like deal with you calling me an asshole. And it's like, oh, I'm
you're
pretty
being
sure
an
you're
asshole.
the mean asshole
Yeah,
here.
he was a mean asshole.
No, he was straight up abusive.
I feel bad. Olga needs to rest. Leave her alone. Let's talk about Colt and Larissa.
Oh,
my God.
she really amuses me.
Same. She wants everything. She wants like the
she
world.
can't stop sweating.
Okay, but here's the thing. He's like, listen, Larissa wants everything, but she can't have everything. Okay, what does she want? She wants a car with an air conditioner and a couch.
Right. Right.
Why is that so crazy?
She wants a blacky biggie trucky.
Right, but she doesn't even really need a Blackie Biggie
No.
Trucky. She wants a car
She
with
wants
air
air
conditioning.
conditioner.
Yeah.
She wants not to have a spray bottle in the car. Also, now my car has air conditioning because I'm very rich.
Yes.
But if my car didn't have air conditioning, I would not keep the windows rolled up.
Okay, that's the other
Is he
thing.
trying to kill her?
I would bring an ice pack. And you know what's crazy is he's never covered in sweat, and he's a large man.
He
and
doesn't
you
even
would
sweat.
think that he would be sweating.
He doesn't even sweat. There's something wrong with
know.
him.
Maybe he has had like the injections.
Maybe
Everywhere, all over his entire body and his face.
Well, they said they came from Seattle.
No, there's
oh, no,
no-
they didn't say that on this episode.
No, I don't understand how you're in Vegas. Like the hottest,
Right,
like
right.
desert.
It
We're
doesn't matter where
in
he.
the
I don't
desert.
care where he. I don't care if he came from the equator.
You know, driving here the other day, it's winter, and I had the air conditioner
Yeah,
on
I get
because I
it.
felt hot. And I'm
So
crazy.
she wants a talking car. She said that this is a quote, and I've quoted this a few times this episode. It's a nightmare. That's all she says. She said it's a nightmare. She dresses like an exotic dancer.
I love it
Yeah.
though. But you know what? She's always dressed in the nines. She's always dressed very nice.
like an exotic dancer.
She does. I mean, yes, but I feel like she looks like she belongs in Vegas.
Yeah.
She-
Yeah.
yeah.
He
Oh,
doesn't,
definitely.
But she does.
She wants a
does
fancy
not.
car.
A blackie, more biggie, trucky.
I know, wait, but I
And
don't.
23,000, that's cheapy.
It's cheapy. So he said that his budget is what, 10K?
Yeah. Which is normal.
Which is pretty
It's fine.
normal. And then she's making fun of him and she's like, hi, my name is Colty.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, Colty, you deserve a big trucky, Colty. They see big Colty
Colty
coming,
with
big
his
truck.
So now he's going to propose to her.
I am so angry about this. That would be like bringing me into a room of vomiting people and being
He's
like, no, it's okay.
Oh my God. He's going to propose to her with a ring, right?
Uh-huh.
So he shows Deb the ring and you can't see the ring. They show like the side of it.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I mean, if you're going to show it, then show it, but whatever. And then Deb also says like, are we going to put her on our bank account?
Why is that? Why do they have a shared bank account?
She is very afraid of losing her power in this situation.
It's the only power she has in life.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Colt says that there's a 90-day return policy. So, so he's bringing her to dinner to propose, and she doesn't like heights.
Right.
So he basically takes her to the Vegas windows of the world.
But that's really, I think it's cruel. Like
It was
there's-
not nice. She's
there's
like, "Hey,
something-
I don't like this," and he's
But-
like, "You do."
There was something like deep to that.
I
though.
hated it.
No.
It was
Like,
manipulative.
there was something really upsetting about it because the fact that she was sitting there getting more and more upset, and he's like not doing anything about it. She wasn't safe in that
I
situation.
totally agree with
Yes.
that, and I think we talked about that on the
yeah,
phone actually
and I
too.
don't feel good at all about.
I
that.
did not like it. He was not hearing her. He
Nope.
was not.
No.
He did not care.
That's like my worst nightmare.
Same.
You know.
He orders an old fashioned, which makes me very nervous because now it's like, okay, so I'm having a panic attack and you're going to drink.
Uh huh.
And they're like, what do you want? And she's like, I want water because I'm going to die.
Right. She's like, I feel sick.
Right.
And he's like, you'll be fine.
Very classic-y the ring was, though.
Okay, I like the ring.
Yeah, it was very
really nice.
classic-y.
It was plain.
It was classic-y.
You know what? It was plain, but it was nice.
Plain.
I think she liked it because it was flashy. I thought it was nice.
Flashy, sparkly,
listen.
ringy.
Right. I mean, I like my ring better, but whatever.
It was, I don't know. It was like what you get when you don't know what to get.
But what? Do you see who bought this ring?
Yeah, I know.
Right. It's not like he brought it tailored to her. Right.
It's Colt.
Um,
It's Colt.
I
but
wonder
he
where he
also
got
said
it.
like, do you want to get married?
Okay, yeah, I do want to get married because I came here
Right.
from Brazil to
Right.
stay with your fucking stupid mother.
Right.
And yeah, I want to get married right now. I need my citizenship. Let's speed this up,
Yeah.
Actually, let's get married right
I like
now.
that she's like, I don't need wedding, just AC. That was so funny. But I got to tell you, I agree with her.
I totally agree with her.
Yeah.
He's like, she wants all these things.
What,
It's like she just wants to be able to breathe in the car.
She wants to be able to breathe. She doesn't want to die.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to not be on the roof
he had a $10,000 budget.
for a car.
I have a
Right.
friend that got a used Mercedes that's like gorgeous for $6,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
she just wants air conditioning. She's saying that she wants all these big things. She really just wants
Just-
air
But
conditioning.
wants
what
to
if
not
he just got
die.
air conditioner put in his car?
It would probably cost more than the
More than
actual
the
car.
Yeah.
So now they get engaged, and she's such a bitch. She insists on waking up Deb to tell her that she got
I love
engaged.
it.
I love
She's
it.
like, look, Deb, do you like it?
Uh-huh.
You like the ringy? I'm gonna marry E. Colty.
Uh-huh.
And
And
she's
I'm
like,
gonna take him away. Eve?
yeah, she's like, I'm sleeping. She's like, but do you like that we're
Right.
engaged?
Right. Are you happy? Do you like it?
You like it?
That's
Yeah.
so weird. But
It's a weird situation.
I
Very
feel
weird.
like I would wake her. Like, wouldn't you? Like when I got engaged,
yeah.
I think I woke a lot of people up.
Okay, but now let me ask you a question. When you got engaged,
Mm-hmm.
were you brought to LA?
I got
From
engaged in
Guatemala?
New York, actually.
In New York, you got okay. So were you brought to New York under the assumption that you were going to get married? Were you brought to New York by your fiance that you were already engaged to? That's like your husband buying you a present right now that I already knew about, and you waking me up to show it to me.
Right.
Meanwhile, I picked it out for you. Like,
guess.
what-
Well, that's true. You picked out my ring.
I did pick
Yeah.
out your ring.
Yeah.
That's so.
Tracy had every
cute.
hand in my wedding possible.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have her
That's
baby.
So cute that she picked out your
Well,
ring.
actually, Matt and I designed it together.
Yes.
I love your ring.
Thank you.
Her ring is
Is
very
that rose
unique.
gold, by the way?
Yeah.
Rose gold and
I love
morganite.
Rose gold and more.
Guys,
I need to clean it.
we're talking about Noelle's engagement ring. She has a
Which is
very, very
gorgeous.
unique
Thank you.
engagement
I
ring.
want to look at it again because
You could find pictures of it.
Yeah.
Noelle, tell us where we can
Love
find
it.
pictures of your ring.
You can find pictures of my ring on my Instagram page.
Where is it?
Noe_bear 810. I thought I just saw something on
Oh,
the
okay,
studio
cool.
wall. Sorry about that.
Amazing. Yeah, so guys, follow her on Instagram. And you could see this picture that we're talking about. Let's talk about Ashley and Jay. They go to a market that I can't wait to
God.
be in.
Okay, I mean, I wouldn't mind being in that market,
It looked nice.
It looks so nice.
but do you blame Ashley for not being friends with Natalie anymore?
No.
Me either.
Do you?
No, what? Natalie's psycho.
Natalie's
Yeah.
so annoying.
She's
even
awful.
if she's right, she's so annoying and mean that I don't want to be friends with you anymore.
Exactly. Yep.
Like if I knew, like, because I know that your husband's cheating on you, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, I wouldn't be mean to you about it.
Right.
I'd be like,
Right.
Noelle, your husband's cheating on you, and you'd be like, but I'm still going to stay with him. I wouldn't be like, ugh, I hate you. I'd be
Right.
like, wow, you're stupid.
And you wouldn't keep bringing it up over and over.
No.
again.
And then I
would
wouldn't
bring it up.
confront him.
Right. Right. It's weird.
It's like if no one else has a problem, why do you have a problem? So Jay finds pickles in the market, loses his mind
Uh-huh.
because
I guess
pickles are upscale.
I don't even like pickles. So
Maybe they're
it's fine.
upscale.
I've never
pickles.
had one.
Yeah, me either. I've
You've never had a
eaten
pickle?
Allergic to cucumbers.
I can't
Oh.
believe that's real. That is
It
so
is a
sad.
real thing.
You're allergic
My
to
aunt
cucumbers?
too.
I'm
My-
not allergic
so
to
sorry.
cucumbers. I just don't want a pickle ever.
Not like terribly. My throat swells a little bit.
Okay, it's like that topical
That's
kind
me
of
with
thing. where-
bananas.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna like. I don't need like an EpiPen.
sure.
Same.
You're not going to die, but you don't feel good.
Same.
Yeah.
So he's uncomfortable at the market because he's the only black guy.
But everyone is staring at them. Is it because of the cameras?
Okay, so they have a
or-
camera crew of about 10 people, and they're walking through a market, and he's 20
in
years
middle
old.
of nowhere where you don't see people film.
Right,
Right.
in Mechanicsburg,
Mechanicsburg,
Pennsylvania. And she explains that she lives in a place called the West Shore, and people call it the White Shore.
Right.
Pennsylvania's pretty white. I went to school
Not
there.
necessarily, because Philadelphia is not very white.
So
Other than Philadelphia.
Pittsburgh.
I've never
that's
been there.
true.
Oh, I have.
So here's the thing: if they're staring at him because of the camera's fine. But if they're staring at him because he's black,
How do we know, though?
Disgusting.
But how do we know?
No, but she knew. Now, if you knew that you were bringing your fiance here from Jamaica and that you're bringing him to an all-white neighborhood where everybody is going to have an issue,
Right.
you should have figured something out.
No, yeah,
You're
but
putting him in a shitty situation.
how about this? It's for the cameras.
Yep.
What's for the cameras?
If I were her, I was on TV.
Yeah.
My producers would probably be like, "What's the whitest place you could think of that we could take him that people could stare at him?"
I hate that.
Tell me it's not true, though.
It makes me feel sick.
Oh, it's awful. It's absolutely awful.
It's just awful to me. They're making a spectacle.
Sure,
of him.
absolutely. So now
Seems like a nice guy.
He
too.
does. He didn't even do anything.
he seems
bad.
nice. I like him.
I like
he said
him
that he gets
too.
upset because he watches videos about the cops killing black kids on
Yeah.
YouTube, and he
Fair
gets
enough.
That's
fair.
super nervous.
Yeah.
So, but he also says, "You like this long pickle?" Hashtag 20 years old. So he goes to the barber shop, where I guess was not in White Shore.
Right.
And the barbers are talking about like his relationship.
Right.
But the thing is, they're strangers from the barber shop.
Uh-huh.
Why are we listening to
He's
their
just-
opinions?
Right. He's just talking to them.
But I'll tell you this.
What?
The barber was wearing a black shirt with nice floral print on it.
Oh.
Adorable. I love a good
Oh,
dark
I was
floral.
more looking in like the cooler. There was,
What was there?
one Snapple. And there was a sign that said Snapples, Arizona, this,
Right.
that, but there was just one thing in
Well,
the
probably
whole
the
cooler.
crew drank them
so
all.
sad.
It was just
One
one
sad
sad,
Snapple.
like
I'm
not
so
a very
sorry.
busy barbershop.
All right. Well, we're not going to go there. But he said, like, so this is the thing about TLC. They edit like crazy.
Yeah, they do.
And they really try to make you think. So they show you in the preview to this scene, they're like, he's like, I wouldn't marry her.
Right.
Then you see the whole scene and he's like, if I had my choice and I didn't have to marry her this quickly, I would get to know her before I married
Yep.
her.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's a regular thing to say. Cool. The barber is telling him, don't get married.
Right. And
You-
you should listen to him. the
Because,
person you don't
right.
know.
But he's like, don't get married because look at what happens. His wife is texting him nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
That was so funny.
yeah, but I mean also like that's what I do before I
Yeah.
got married. I did that.
Of course.
I did it more before I got married.
Of course. Let's talk about Kaylani and Asuelo.
I
Oh my
hate her.
God.
She's not nice.
I hate both of them.
I think I
don't
do
like-
too.
You know what? I hate both of them. I hate her family. Except for her brother. You know what? Her brother is
Brother
Her brother
was
seems
awful.
silly.
Yeah.
He's like a silly goose. So they have to drive 6 hours to Utah.
But the thing is, the parents offered them a house.
Right.
It doesn't say maybe Kalani should go to work. Oh, you guys don't have money or a job? Just go stay in our other house.
Right. Instead of saying, because she's so upset about leaving California. She's like, my life is in California. My family's in California.
But she can't get a job.
You just get a.
It's
can you get a
very
job?
strange.
You literally have a guy to watch your baby.
Yeah.
And not only that, you have your sister watch the baby.
Yeah.
You have your mom
Your
and dad.
Your
like,
mom basically watched the kid every day.
right.
That dad is weird, though. I don't trust
Oh,
him.
I wouldn't trust that
Yeah.
dad
Then
near
what is
anything.
with that beard?
What is with that mean scowl on his face against people from Samoa?
To be honest with you, I think the beard's the least of his problems. I think he's not I think he's not a nice person. So they're having a nice trip, right? They're drinking a Coke, eating some Cheetos. And then all of a sudden, the baby starts crying. And she's basically accusing Asuelo of hurting the baby.
Right. She said that's hurt.
That's
crying.
a hurt crying. What the fuck happened?
What?
So he takes the baby out of the car seat. Now,
Oh, that was so weird.
listen, would I take the baby out of the car seat? I mean, I wouldn't be in a car with a baby, but
He grew up in a house without walls.
Okay,
and you
so
think that this guy's gonna know
he
better?
said,
Car seat
he
procedure.
said,
Right.
Yeah.
in Samoa, in Samoa,
in Samoa.
there's no car seats.
Right. There's
So
no cars.
how the hell?
Right.
Like, you don't usually like strap like a car seat to the pig that runs around the forest.
Right.
He's like, I don't know these things. So he's like, she yells and she says it to me really mean. So she takes her Cheeto fingers, right? And she gets off the next exit and she talks to him like
She berates him.
baby.
Yeah, she's berating him.
Yeah. And
She's being abusive to him.
very abusive to him. So he said, I feel like I'm punished.
I also don't understand how she slept with him in the first place.
No clue.
Okay, no idea.
I have no idea what the
idea.
attraction was
That's like
on either way because
Yeah.
like they don't seem to like each other.
Yeah, she doesn't like him, and he goes, "When the baby cries, I feel like my head will explode."
I mean, look, he can't be too dumb because he knows too. What do they speak in? I'm so stupid.
Samoan.
Samoan.
I don't know. We don't know.
Samoan.
I think Samoan.
Really?
is a thing.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know if they speak English. Like, so he knows 2 languages. So he can't be. He seems like a moron. But
Right.
He can't be that.
I
dumb.
totally agree with you because here's the thing, right? We could make fun of his English all we want. If I went to Samoa,
Right.
You know, speak
I know
Samoan.
I
Right.
speak no Samoa.
Right. That's
So
true.
him speaking 2 languages is like 1.5 languages more than
That's
I speak.
true.
So
Me
just-
too. You know. Did
you know,
hear
so
my
we could-
décolleté?
Right? We make fun of these people that speak broken English, and it's like
They-
Right.
they're doing okay.
Yeah.
They're doing okay.
Yeah, but when he plugs his ears,
Oh my god.
did you die?
He doesn't
When
wanna
he's
talk
just-
to her.
When she's like going to talk to him and he has his ears plugged, she's like, "Are you for real?"
So they have to go live in her parents' retirement home with her brother Nick, and he's like, "What should I call you?" And he's like, "I don't know, call me Ace."
I know. Nick is fun.
That was kind of funny.
So he calls him Ace. He gives him a condom.
Nick was nicer to him than the rest of the family was.
Way nicer.
Yeah.
They call him Ace. They give him a condom, and
Because Nick is never going to need that condom, let's be honest.
he's like, "It's from my personal collection from high school." Like,
Right.
I mean, he didn't say high school, but you know that he
Right.
meant it.
Yeah.
Also,
But
it looks like a long time.
But also, why is every room in the house so colorful and neon?
Well,
Did
because
you
Nick probably
notice?
designed it himself.
The living room is neon yellow.
Is it?
The
Oh, I
hallway
gotta
is
take a look.
neon green. The bedroom they were in was like coral.
That's why Nick probably
They're
painted his
into
house.
paint.
I couldn't stop.
Maybe it's
watching.
like a Samoa thing.
Sama.
So the slut people.
The slut people use condoms.
And she's like, actually, isn't she the worst?
I
though?
hate her.
But does she braid her own hair?
I think so. and
Did you
it's-
see that braid?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It was like
Teach
it came
me.
from over here and then it went around.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Oh my god, I loved it. Kaylani, if you're listening,
She has
please-
the best hair.
Yeah.
Not as good as you, but
no,
like,
she has better hair
No,
than me.
she has
She has better
awesome hair.
She's the best.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's extensions or her hair.
No, that's her
No,
hair.
I think that's her
That's
hair.
100% her hair.
That's amazing. Like I
Yeah.
would pay so much money to have hair like that.
Me too.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Same.
Me too.
So she's like, "What do you think of my brother?" And he's like, "He's so weird."
Meanwhile, he's so nice. He means well.
Yeah,
He's a good guy.
he's
Better than
okay.
her bitchy sister.
Hell
I'm the
yeah, with
baby
the
daddy.
underbite.
Now, underbaits.
Underbite.
My dog has an underbite.
Aw.
Usually they do bulldog, right?
The bulldog and the Chihuahua pug.
Oh my
and the
god,
Chihuahua.
both of them. Maybe it's
That's
a family trait.
Yeah.
Is it like?
Yeah.
Are they related?
They're
They're brothers and are they both boys?
no girl and a boy, but they're almost
They're brother,
the same
sister.
color, and they look like brother and sister.
Maybe they are. You never know. So she says that he doesn't understand what it's like to like have another baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, we can't just go back and grab a pineapple and feed my baby.
Which
And it's like, okay, Kalani, we knew that.
right.
She's like, he doesn't
Right.
understand. There's like formula. Yeah, we get it.
He doesn't
Yeah.
have teeth. He can't eat pineapple.
Right. And like
That's why we don't feed the baby pineapple.
That's why we don't feed him, because he'll choke and die.
Right. But
Pineapple's
like get a
choking
job,
hazard.
Kalani. That's all I
Seriously.
could really say.
Next.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
but don't you feel like they're repetitive?
Who?
Lita and Eric?
Eric and Lita.
What I don't like another one where like,
I can't.
How did they fuck? How did they ever?
Yeah, like what was the attraction
First of
to
all,
either
I
of
don't
them?
think he's 40.
Or, I mean,
I don't
not.
think he's 50. I don't think he's 55.
There is. Here's the thing. She's saying now she's getting like death threats, right? Like,
Oh,
and
she's annoying, though.
She's complaining to
crying.
TLC. Like, she doesn't understand like how people hate her, and it's like people hate you because you're being really mean.
Yeah.
And like, but the problem is their storyline is just too repetitive.
Okay,
It doesn't
but-
make any sense.
She's
Nothing
she's
makes
really
sense.
mean, but he's really dumb. Like he's really not providing. Now
No.
here's
no,
the thing.
he's a bum.
Like he's a terrible person. She had to sleep at the Airbnb with her parents because there was no bed for her and her son to sleep at. What is with these guys and not even having a bed?
furniture.
Do you know
No
that when my
furniture.
boyfriend comes home from work and I'm home, I make sure that there's food here?
Same.
These people are coming from across the world to marry them, and they don't make sure there's a bed.
I know.
This is
There's
disgusting.
a blow up couch.
Disgusting. So she
No,
says,
she's like, I sleep on what was it, like a box spring with a feather bed over it.
did she say that? I don't even know.
It might have been a different episode. Sorry.
No, it's okay. She said, this is a quote, my family is well respected. And then she talks about how
Not
they're rich.
anymore.
They live in a good neighborhood. So now she's going to take the family to his apartment to show. Why would you
dare
do
she?
that? Why would you do that?
She wants them to hate him.
Right.
She's trying to get money from them.
I know.
Or
but
she wants them to force her to leave.
I guess she wants them to force her to leave.
Because like that was way out of line.
Seriously,
That
you
was
take
way
someone's,
out of
oh
line.
my God. So she shows them the kitchen though. And she goes, this is the kitchen area. I love that.
Kitchen area.
In all fairness, though, how are you okay? Like, can we just be real for a second?
Please.
I understand not everyone has money. I get that.
Right.
Sure.
But you're 77 years old. How do you not have
How do you have a twin bed? Right.
like in your life a garage sale, anything you would
Right.
have acquired furniture?
You know
Right.
what you could do? You can go on Craigslist, right? There's a place called Free Stuff.
Do you know that I could furnish this house with the amount of furniture I have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, I've given away so much nice stuff on Free Stuff just because I want them to carry it out of my apartment.
I took one of your couches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got they asked the father, they're like, how do you like this? And he's like, no comment.
Right.
Hilarious. So they show he's got swords in the corner. They zoom in on the swords.
Bizarre.
And they go in Tasha's room. First of all, why are you going in Tasha's room?
I mean, that's not their business.
There's a broken futon in there.
I mean, her room is disgusting, but yet she says
She's
she
disgusting.
didn't leave the house.
Hilarious.
Disgusting.
Yeah, no, she cleaned the house. She just kept
Yeah,
her life
I'm
a mess.
Sure. Right.
So the father says about his house in Indonesia, it is bigger, cleaner, and more suitable for life. Hilarious.
It's up to code. Like,
So now, just a little backstory here. So he's from Baraboo, Wisconsin.
Right.
I was on Keith and the Girl a few weeks ago, and it's a really cool podcast. And they brought up a picture of all of these high school boys in their graduation photo, I guess. They were doing the Nazi sign.
I saw that, and Eric was in it.
No.
Right?
No. They're from Baraboo, Wisconsin.
Oh, I swear I thought Eric was
That's
in it.
No.
really
Isn't that
weird.
crazy?
Yeah.
That's like where they live.
so
No.
flying to JFK.
Yeah, flying
Oh
to
my
JFK.
God,
Yeah,
please.
If you're
Flying
going
to-
anywhere, flying to JFK.
Fly to JFK and then drive 15 hours home.
Okay, now, do you guys remember back a few seasons when Nicole wanted to bring Oz on here?
Yes.
Yes.
And she had to have her family sponsor him.
Yes.
Because when you do this K1 visa process, you have to have enough money to bring the person over, and you have to guarantee that they're not going to be on welfare. And you have to, I think you have to agree for like 10 years that you're going to financially
So how
be
the hell did he
responsible.
do it?
How the hell did he do it? How the hell did, what's it called? Olga and
That's a good
Steven do
point.
it?
Maybe it's by state.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's a federal
Maybe
thing.
Eric is just like really cheap.
I guess.
I don't know how the hell Steven did it, but I don't know. I think Steven and Olga get denied or something.
Who knows? Well,
Yeah.
he wants she wants Eric to leave work. Lita wants Eric to leave work.
Right.
And
What's his job? I can't figure it out.
Oh yeah, what is his job?
I don't know. He's going to go fight ISIS. I don't know.
Yeah, seriously.
And he says, well, so they're talking like someone has to move. Either Tasha has to move or they have to move.
Oh, she does not. Another one that doesn't shower.
None of
They're
them
all
shower.
gross.
You know what, though? I would rather move. I wouldn't even want to live there.
No
Get
way.
me out of this fucking house.
So now
She did Tasha a favor.
he said
Yeah.
that the house is perfectly suitable for her and her son because it doesn't have walls of spikes or exposed wires. Okay. It also doesn't have a bed.
It also has swords in the corner.
You also have swords, but forget the swords.
Right.
You don't have a bed for Lita
Right.
or
Or the kid.
Alessandro. I don't even care if they don't have a room.
Right.
You don't have a bed.
Yeah.
That's awful. So the dad's like, do you want to hear my advice? He's like, let me give you money and you can move to another city. He goes, you can find another place. And then he goes, in another city.
But he was right though.
Yeah. Eric should cut his hair and he should smile.
and shower.
No, he doesn't. He's got really jacked up
He has
teeth, I
such a
think.
scowl though.
Yeah.
So the dad is like, okay, also, if you guys want to be together, like this is not gonna
This is not going to happen.
Right.
He's like, so then, all right, if you guys aren't going to break up, then can you both come live in Indonesia?
Right.
I feel like life would be better there.
Yeah, but it's like, what is her motivation? Why can't she find
Green
a normal
card.
But why with
Green
him?
card.
I don't know.
I want to listen. If I want a green card from someone, I understand that like you kind of like, you know, definitely like move your options down.
Right.
But I also would like to sleep in a bed. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I don't understand. Like, he's had children. He
Yeah.
knows like what children need.
Yes. And why does he act like
That's
he's never
true.
raised a child
That's
before?
true.
He has to pay the child support, right? But so like that goes towards things like bets. Like your other children have
Yeah.
bets.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do they? Question mark.
I don't know.
Maybe they don't. It
One
just
has a
seems-
broken futon, that we know.
No one really
Yeah.
knows.
She's also an adult. She's like 19.
She's gross.
She's extensions.
Gross.
Like,
They're all
And
nuts.
people are always like, "Oh my god, she's the best. She stands up to Lita." And it's like, no, she's awful.
No,
too.
they're both awful. They're equally
Yeah.
awful. Guys, if you want to follow us on Instagram, we're at 90 Day Podcast. I'm your host, Tracy
back.
Carnazzo. You could find where our Instagram is back. Sorry, our Instagram actually went down. Instagram tried to take us down, but not anymore. You could find me at Trixie Tuzzini, TrixieTuzzini. I'll be at Yonkers Comedy Club on Friday, December 14th. At 7:30 and 9:45. I'm opening for Jesse May Peluso. Noel, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Noe_bear810 or Full Belly Catering. And you can find me on Twitter at NoeGirl.
Awesome. Amanda Lauren, where can we find you?
At It's Amanda Lauren on Instagram and at Amanda Lauren on Twitter.
Awesome. Guys, thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back.
Bye.